Thinking about moving to Lodi, California? Before you pack the boxes and call the movers, let's have a real conversation. In this video, I'm going to break down the truths about living in Lodi, the good, the bad, and everything in between. From home prices and lifestyle to traffic, growth, and buyer mistakes, I'll give you what no one else will. Real talk. So let's get into it. Let's talk about one of the biggest reasons people are thinking about moving to Lodi. They believe it's affordable. Now, compared to bigger cities like San Francisco, San Jose, Lodi definitely costs less. In those places, it's pretty normal to see homes selling for well over $1 million. That's a lot of money for most families. In Lodi, the average home price is around $600,000. That's still a big number, but for many people moving from the Bay Area, it actually feels like a dream. But here's something important I want you to know. Even though Lodi is more affordable than those big cities, homes here aren't exactly cheap anymore. A few years ago, you could find a brand new home in Lodi for under $400,000. Today, that's really hard to find. Most of those homes have already been bought, and the ones that are still in that price range are much older, smaller, and need repairs. If you want a newer, move-in ready home in a nice neighborhood, you'll need a higher budget. Let's break down what that might look like. If you buy a $600,000 home and put 5% down, your loan will be around $570,000. That means your monthly payment will include your mortgage, property taxes, which are about 1.25% per year, homeowner's insurance, and something called mortgage insurance because you're putting down less than 20%. When you add all that up, your total monthly cost will be around $4,600 to $4,800. And that's without any HOA fees. Some neighborhoods also charge monthly dues for things like parks, sidewalks, and shared spaces that can add even more to your monthly costs. So let's be honest, buying a home in Lodi isn't cheap, but compared to San Jose or Oakland, it's still more reasonable. That's why so many people are looking here in Lodi. But if you're thinking Lodi is full of brand new homes for half the price, you will probably be disappointed. The market has changed, prices have gone up, interest rates have also gone up, and because there are more buyers than homes available, things move quickly and you need to be ready to buy. That's why getting pre-approved is so important. You don't want to fall in love with a home that's outside of your budget, and you don't want to miss out because someone else was better prepared than you. So if you're thinking about buying a home in Lodi, talk with a mortgage expert like me before you start searching online. I'll help you understand what your real budget is, what your monthly payment will look like, and what types of home match what you can afford. When you go into the process prepared, you'll feel more confident, less stressed, and you'll make smarter choices. Now that you know what homes cost in Lodi, let's talk about what it actually looks like to live here day to day. Lodi is a city in California's Central Valley. Its population is around 70,000 people. So it's not tiny, but it's also not huge. People often call it the small town with big charm. When you first visit Lodi, you'll notice it feels peaceful and relaxed. There aren't tall buildings or heavy traffic everywhere. Instead, you'll find tree-lined streets, local coffee shops, and neighborhoods where kids play outside, and neighbors that wave when you walk by. For many families, that's a big win. Lodi has good schools, lots of parks, and plenty of family-friendly activities. There are sports teams for kids, seasonal events like Lodi Grape Festival, and community traditions that bring people together. If you're looking for a place to raise a family or just want more space and less noise, Lodi checks all the boxes. But Lodi isn't just for families. It's also great for people who want a slower pace of life, less stress, and a strong sense of community. If you're moving from the Bay Area, you'll likely notice people seem less rushed. The roads are easy to drive, the parking is free, and going out to dinner won't cost you an arm and a leg. Now, let's talk about one of Lodi's biggest surprises, wine. Most people don't realize that Lodi is one of California's top wine regions. It's known around the world for producing amazing wine, especially Zinfandel. There are more than 80 wineries in the area, and many of them are open to the public. Then there's downtown Lodi, which has been growing and improving over the past few years. You'll find cute boutiques, restaurants, antique shops, and bakeries. It has that Hallmark movie vibe, especially during the holidays when lights go up and the town gathers for parades and tree lighting events. But let me be honest, Lodi isn't a big city, so if you're looking for upscale shopping malls, fine dining restaurants, clubhouses, or big entertainment venues, you won't find them here. You can drive to Stockton, Sacramento, or the Bay Area if you want something bigger, but Lodi's more about local charm, comfort, and community. One One more thing, Lodi is growing. New homes are being built and more people are moving here every year. That means traffic is slowly increasing and the city is starting to feel busier than it did 10 or 20 years ago. Still, compared to larger cities, Lodi is easy to get around and much quieter overall. So here's the big picture. Lodi is a place where you can slow down, spread out, and enjoy life a little more. You can get a nice home, enjoy the outdoors, and be part of a growing but grounded community. And for a lot of buyers, that's exactly what they have been looking for. Now, let's talk about something that affects your everyday life. Lodi's location and what it looks like to commute from here. One of the best things about Lodi is that it's in a spot that gives you easy access to a lot of different places. Whether you're driving to work, taking a day trip, or planning a weekend getaway, Lodi's location helps you make it possible. Let's start with what's nearby. If you work in Stockton, you're in luck. It's only about 15 to 20 minutes away. That's a short, easy drive. Many people who live in Lodi work in Stockton at hospitals, schools, and government buildings. Some even commute by bike or take local buses. It's close, convenient, and it doesn't take up much of your day. Next is Sacramento, the state's capital. From Lodi, you can usually get there in about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic. That makes Lodi a great option if you work for the state of California. In healthcare, at places like Kaiser or Sutter, or at companies like Intel or Blue Diamond, you can enjoy the quieter, more affordable lifestyle while still getting to work on time. Now, let's talk about the Bay Area, because a lot of people move to Lodi from cities like San Jose, Oakland, or even San Francisco. If you work in the Bay Area, the commute can be tough. Driving to places like Livermore, Pleasanton, or San Jose can take an hour and a half to 2 hours each way, and that's on a good day. Traffic on highways like 205 or the 580 can get really heavy during rush hour. That's why many Lodi residents use the ACE train, which stands for the Altamont Corridor Express. This train runs from Stockton to San Jose, and it stops in Tracy, Livermore, and other cities along the way. If you live in Lodi, you can drive to the Stockton station, hop on the train, and head to the Bay Area without sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic. It's a longer ride, but many of the people say it's worth it because you can relax, read, or get work done, or even take a nap instead of being stuck behind the wheel. If you work from home or only need to go into the office a couple days a week, then Lodi becomes a really smart choice. You get a quieter life, more house for your money, and you're still close enough to get where you need to go. Let's talk about freeway access as well. Lodi's right between Highways 99 and Interstate 5, two of the biggest highways in California. These roads can take you north to Sacramento, south to Fresno and Bakersfield, or west towards the Bay Area. That's one reason Lodi is such a popular place to live. You can go in almost any direction without having to wind through city traffic first. And if you travel often, you'll be happy to know that there are 2 airports nearby. Sacramento International is just under an hour away, and Stockton Metropolitan Airport is even closer for shorter or budget-friendly flights. Now, let's be honest about challenges. Commuting to the Bay Area every single day isn't easy. Gas prices are high, some bridges have tolls, and driving several hours every single day can wear you out fast. Also, if there's an accident on the 5 or Highway 99, your normal drive could turn into a frustrating delay. That's why more and more people are either working from home full-time or only going into the office 2 or 3 days a week and working remotely the rest of the time. If you can do that, Lodi really makes a lot of sense. Other perks, Lodi is in a perfect spot for weekend trips. You want to go to the coast, you're only a couple hours from places like Half Moon Bay or Santa Cruz. Want to go to the mountains? You can get to Lake Tahoe or Yosemite in about 2.5 hours. Want to visit family in the Bay Area or Sacramento? Easy. You're close enough to drive there and back home in the same day. So to sum it up, Lodi is close to major cities but gives you space and peace. It's great for people who don't want to live in a big city but still want to be near one. It has freeway and train access for commuting. It's in a spot that's perfect for quick trips, family visits, and outdoor activities. If you're looking for a place that feels calm but still keeps you connected, Lodi might be exactly what you've been searching for. When you're thinking about buying a home in Lodi, it's easy to focus only on the price of the home, but the truth is there are other costs that come with owning a home, and if you're not ready for them, they can be a big surprise to you. So here's what you need to do next. Call or text or click the link in the description to schedule a quick chat. Even if you're not sure what to ask, I'll help you figure that out. And drop a comment below. I'd love to know what stood out to you most in this video. Was it the home prices, commute, wine country, the pros and cons? Like this video if it helped you feel more informed. Subscribe if you want honest advice and local information without the fluff. And tap the bell if you don't want to miss the next video, because I've got a lot more coming your way. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.